stoked to get this finals. Let's hop in. Oh, we're back on the good map, boys and girls. Let's go. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner, dressed up as a barcode for us. It is none other than Dragon Kites Gaming's herO. And his opponent in the lower left, in the blue, it is Gumiho. Now, we saw Gumiho earlier on this map, Raset Station, against Trigger, a very strong North American Protoss. That was such a sick game. That game was so insane. I hope we get another one like that here between these two because, man, it's going to be so good. I feel like herO might be a bit favored in this matchup, but I'll never count Gumiho out. And we could see some interesting and unique strategies, considering GSL is around the corner. IScar hitting that resub button, dropping 47 Seaman sneezes in there. I love it. That's beautiful. I hope everybody has a lovely sneeze today. And salute to you, if you do. Thank you, iScar, for the 10-month resubscription. Wow, wow, wow. But yes, I'm kind of interested, actually. I'm wondering, again, if we're going to see this map more often. This is another TVP on this map. Is this just something that isn't getting vetoed in TVP as much? I was under the impression nobody wanted to play on this map. Hadn't seen it yet since the new patch came out. I haven't. I'm sure somebody's played on it, but interesting now that we've seen it twice, though, both in the same matchup. And I'm just very interested. Part of me wonders, too, are we seeing this because, yeah, again, GSL around the corner. It's all going to be best of threes this week and next week. So we likely won't see this map even once in any of those matchups. So maybe these guys are playing on the map because, yeah, they're not spoiling anything. They're not going to have some strategy ready on this map for this coming week. And it's good to practice, get your practice in. I don't know. Also very interested in what strategies we're going to see. Sometimes when there's a big tournament around the corner, players will just play standard. Sometimes they won't, though. Sometimes they'll throw something against the wall and see if anything sticks, you know? This is maybe a good time to just be like, hey, it's a new patch. We got some new changes to units, competitive environment on a new map. Let's just throw this strat against the wall and see if it sticks, right? That's a weird saying. I'm trying to figure out, like, where that's from. Yeah, just throw it against the wall, see if it sticks. Okay. Isn't that a thing you do with, you're supposed to do with, like, pasta noodles? Not supposed to, but that's, like, probably where it comes from. Because that's how you know if the noodle is ready. You throw the spaghetti noodle against the wall, and if it sticks, it's ready. That's like the old school thing. I assume that's where the saying comes from. Anyways, this is a very interesting map. Mineral fields here. We were looking at it earlier today. Absolute banger on this map. These made me laugh so much. So there are 29, I believe, if I counted correctly, 29 little debris fields, but they're all connected. You actually just have to kill one. So this dies very quickly. It looks like this would take 100 years to chew through, but it's actually very easy to kill. So I feel like as we see this map a bit more, this is going to have some more play because, yeah, you have this nice little pocket third, and it's a full pocket base too, right? We got 8 mineral patches. You just have to mine this out, and it's a beautiful little spot. Oh, Gumiho's doing it already. What did I say, guys? I'm like, no, herO! Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, herO's in some trouble. Okay. All right. I'm postulating about this map. Gumiho is already working on these debris fields, and he's walking across the map with a bunch of Marines that do have stim. He is waiting for some medevacs, it looks like, but catching that prism is huge. That was 3 dead stalkers. I think he got the 4th one as well, right? No, just 3 dead stalkers and 1 adept. There you go. herO's scouting. He's going to see these medevacs boosting across. I think he's going to try to get them. Blink is done, but I don't know if he's going to be expecting these to have 12 Marines in them. But Gumiho's not watching. Oh, no. Oh, well, tit for tat, I guess. As both players killing a bunch of units in the flying structure there. Flying unit, I guess. The debris fields being killed has been spotted, but the Marines are going to stim in. Super shield battery turned on. Gumiho trying to just target down probes, but he gets force fielded in. Super shield battery is killed, but I think these Marines are all going to go down anyways. However, the 4 Marine drop on the left-hand side, killing a pylon as well. And Gumiho has a 3rd command center done through all of this. So herO's on 2 bases. He has Blink Stalkers on 3 gates. He has Colossi production, but his 3rd is just now starting. His army is, like, strong. He's got an Immortal, a Colossus, the force fields from the sentries, but there's not a lot of it. The number of units is very low, and because there's not a lot of Blink Stalkers, Gumiho might be able to just utilize these drops. This has already been just as kind of a silly game. I can't believe the Prism went down in the middle of the map, and then the medevac went down in the middle of the map. This 1 Marine has already killed half of the damage, done half the damage on these rocks. That is huge. If Gumiho wants to bust that down later, it's going to be so easy now. 700 hit points is basically nothing to some stim bio. Speaking of some stim bio, where the hell is herO's army? It's so far away from this base. Oh no, dude. The stim bio. Okay, he's going to go for the pylon. He's not going to just die for the Nexus. Medevac will get away as well from those stalkers. herO holds on there. That felt dicey for a second, but there was enough hit points on the Nexus where Gumiho decided not to go for it. Very interesting that he's choosing not to take this base. I also wonder if Gumiho picked this map because he did play on it earlier. He looked pretty solid on it earlier. It was, kind of a wild game, but I feel like Gumiho maybe has a better feel for this map than herO. I'm not too sure. But the way the vetoes work in the best of 5 now, each player vetoes 1 map, and then each player chooses a map, which means you might be able to sneak in a cheeky map choice that your opponent player wouldn't be expecting. I don't know. Kind of interesting. I like the new veto setup personally. Be interested to see how it works out and see if other tournaments use it rather than just ESL. Wow, that tank took a lot of damage for 2 zealots charging on top of it. But Gumiho is taking a 4th base right now, and herO, I mean, this is not good for herO. Look at the supply. Sometimes you just gotta look at the soup. I feel like herO is not used to this map. Getting caught with his pants down in the middle with the Warp Prism. Kind of a weird build from Gumiho, so I get that too, but also taking this base instead of this one, and I don't know, it just feels like he maybe isn't comfortable on this map. He's just behind by like a lot. Gumiho is ahead almost 20 workers. He's ahead almost 30 army supply just from like macro, because there hasn't been a ton of action this game. A large portion of this was just random stuff killed in the middle of the map. But like, it feels like Gumiho should not just be this far ahead. Now herO is taking a 4th base, so he's trying to catch up economically, but I don't know, man. This feels really good for Gumiho. Oh my god. herO is getting +1 ship weapons. He doesn't even have a Stargate yet. He's just getting +1 ship weapons. What? Is this a misclick? Or is herO a madman? Maybe he knows what he's up against. See, Gumiho, so far in TVP that we've seen today, he's been loving his starports. He's been loving his fusion core. We have seen some BCs out of him. We have seen lots of Vikings and Liberators. He's been liking the air army from Terran and trying to make it difficult for the Protoss. So maybe herO is getting this +1, just getting those upgrades going so that when he does transition into air in a little while, and here it is, triple Stargate going down, he'll already have those upgrades cooking. I like that choice. Since it is deliberate, I like that choice. It's yeah, it's a good way to get that started. Gumiho, though, he's ahead of the game, man. He's already got +1 air attack nearly finished. So he's even further ahead than herO in that regard. He's got Yamato on the way. Starports are building tech labs. We are going to see those battlecruisers once again out of Gumiho. Man, I love it. Oh my god, it's so good. The way he was using him in the previous series, too. He would have his bio hitting on one side, battlecruisers harassing on another. Get 4 or 5 of those up, and instead of probes being at risk, it becomes nexuses at risk, and stalkers have a tougher time dealing with it. So far, we're playing very passively, though. The middle of this map has been pretty chill. We're just kind of chilling out here. It's a very open map. Nice little pyramid doodad. I always appreciate a good doodad, you know? What the hell is that word? Sometimes I say words, and it's a normal word. We say that word all the time. And I'm like, what am I saying? What does this mean? What is a doodad? Is that something dads do? Is that what a doodad is? I don't know. I don't understand. What I do understand is nukes. Ugh, Gumiho, I love him so much. See if we get a decent nuke. herO is wants to get a nice feedback on one of these medevacs. Let's trap them in the corner. Zealots coming in. It doesn't look like they're going to get too much damage done. A couple of SCVs maybe going down from the friendly fire. Siege tanks. Did we get any BCs out yet? Oh yeah, there are 2 BCs out. Whoa! I don't know if those Phoenixes spotted those. They may have. The other question, though, was herO looking at that particular moment when they may have seen them? I don't know, man. I don't know if herO's fully ready with that. I love how he's holding the middle of the map, though. He's just got stuff here. He can blink the stalkers away. He can pull the prism away. He's got the oracles to drop stasis wards and tags. This is really, really nice vision out of herO. And okay, he drops the feedbacks, lands 1 storm. He kills a medevac, loses a high Templar. That looks sketchy right there for a second for Gumiho. The late game storm, very powerful thing if you're kind of Protoss that has enough APM to, to do it. We are seeing the BCs move up north. This pylon was killed earlier, but it has been replaced. herO has not taken this base. Scan goes down to confirm that base is indeed not being taken. And the BCs will continue moving northwards. Now, there are carriers in production here for herO. He needs to get some more units up here. There's BCs coming in. Just going to go for the recall. Recalls the carriers. Well, Yamato going to hit the carriers, but shield battery. I guess the Yamatos don't really care about that shield battery overcharge, do they? And down goes one of the carriers. The BCs get out of there. They don't get the Robo Bay, but killing a carrier and escaping? This is the thing about BCs, is they are hit and run units. They want to get that damage done and get out of there. Even if it's just a little bit over time, they will gain a lot of value. Oh, I have not seen this upgrade. This is the bonus healing upgrade, yeah? I have not seen this. That's huge, actually. You know what's really funny? In the series earlier, Gumiho played on this map. He was really struggling. His medevacs were like struggling to hold his army together. He had like 3. They're just out of juice the whole game. So this could be kind of huge. This could really boost his healing potential. It makes medevacs do double the healing, if I'm not mistaken. Could be pretty massive. We have a double immortal drop here. That's going to just run into 2 turrets. We'll drop the immortals, but it will die. Scan's going down to see a mass amount of static defense at these bases, which is pretty amazing. The SCVs get the surround. A few SCVs will die. But it's a sacrifice Gumiho is willing to make. And the BC reinforcements will kill those immortals. I think there's 5 BCs out now, 6 of them in fact. It's a lot of potential damage here. Gumiho is right next to this base. herO is going to take it anyways. Brazen and bold. The siege tank going to get jumped on. Those Stalkers need to be careful. There's a lot of bio nearby. They will get trimmed off. At the same time, BC's hitting in the back of this base, just staying far enough away from the cannons where they can hit the probes. That is so incredibly annoying. And more BCs are here ready as well to join in on the fight should herO undercommit. But Gumiho is moving over here. He did get stasis trapped a little bit, but he's got some BCs which are currently winning the fight against the Stalkers. There's not enough anti-air right now for herO. Oh, this is looking very nice for Gumiho. This portion of the fight as the Colossi are running away. The base is canceled or killed. These BCs are working through the static defense, and they are winning that fight as well. Carrier's going to come over here and push Gumiho out of there, but Gumiho's gotten the job done already. He has killed the ground army that was here. He killed the base. And herO, I mean, this is a bit of a struggle for him. His mining is dropping way down, and look at Gumiho's bank. Now, I will say, a Terran with a bank is not as scary as a Protoss or a Zerg with a bank. It's a lot harder for Terran to spend that bank quickly. So if herO can overwhelm and keep enough of his army alive, the bank will not matter at all. He can get on top of the production, and Gumiho will be in a lot of trouble. And Carriers absolutely can do that. Well, these Stalkers sacrificing themselves for the greater good. At the same time, BC is going to teleport over here. herO says, I can do that too, actually, and he's going to recall those Carriers. And that's a trap. Very nicely done by herO. He is going to lose, I think, just 1 carrier there, but he kills all 3 battle cruisers. At the same time, Gumiho trying to dip through here. Ooh, he's going to send the Ghost in and try to land a nuke in the main. I don't know if that's the best place for a nuke, but there we go in the natural. I like that position quite a bit. See if herO's paying attention. herO is moving across the map. He's F2ing. Oh my god, look at the army conglomerate. herO says, I have a lot of stuff. I don't actually think you can take this fight. The nuke lands, kills a few probes, 1 of the cannons. This army is, I mean, that's going to die very quickly. And this is what I was worried about, man. Can herO just muscle his way through this? He is taking fights 1 or 2 units at a time, but a bunch of Yamatos go down. The BC's pulling back into some turrets. SCVs need to come repair, but right now a couple BCs are going down. Oh, this one stays alive. The repair is good. The teleport on top of the carriers. He wants to take the fight to them. He doesn't want to fight interceptors. He wants to fight the big daddies. And he is going to target these carriers down, and I think Gumiho is going to crush this fight. The Archon's just not quite able to get there. I don't know, some more carriers showing up from behind. Hold on, the supplies are like dead even. Another Yamato going down. Another carrier about to fall. Gumiho, no, target this carrier down. All right, he's targeting the weak ones. Oh, this is so dicey. Both players losing so much supply. But Gumiho's bank really coming into play here. Because herO cannot resupply. If the army trades like this, herO just can't make as many units as Gumiho can make. And even though there are some Stalkers here and some Zealots here, Gumiho is losing some of his stuff in the natural. He should be able to push this back, and once the rest of his army pops, and there it is, all of a sudden there's BCs, there's Vikings, there's Stim Marines, and herO just has to run away. Meanwhile, this Ghost has 13 kills. It's just continuing to go. Scans going down. herO, he's not mining from his base. Oh, his mining is so abysmal right now. The income, it evened out for a minute there, but Gumiho's got this base. He's got this one mining. He still has some mining at these ones as well, a little bit at least. And it feels like herO is fighting a very uphill battle as Gumiho he spent his whole bank, but I mean, he spent it on army. He has 117 army supply to the 40 of herO. Scans going down absolutely everywhere. He sees the Stargates just chilling. And that's got to be a good feeling because that means herO has just no money. herO had to save up for this Nexus. That is not good for the Protoss, and Gumiho is going to do exactly what herO did just a couple minutes ago. He's going to F2 his army together. Not quite F2, but he's going to bring all the bio together and push on this base. There's even a ton of landed Vikings, which they're not bad when they have +3 attack and +2 armor. There's no disruptors here to take them down, so they're just good. They're actually just good here for Gumiho. Those are strong ground units. There's 100 scans going down. I don't know what he's scanning, but he has so many. The 3 BCs heading towards the main base. The Stalkers want to go fight. More Stalkers warping in to take this fight, but it's all a distraction. Gumiho's moving his army to the bottom side, and I mean, cannons and shield batteries are good, but this is 3-3 bio. There's the recall. The recall is going to be very solid here. That is not a huge recall, but Gumiho's not watching. He's going to get stormed again. There's no ghosts here. Oh my god, these storms. Gumiho. Don't let him back into this game, man. Gumiho was so far ahead, but all of a sudden, now he's got part of his army kind of pinned here. And the storms against the lack of ghosts is so good. The observer showing herO he can move forward, dropping more storms. He has a disruptor here. herO is gonna win this fight, I think. Oh, but the BCs show up. A few more reinforcing marauders. Is it enough for Gumiho to push this back? Looks like herO will hold on. Gumiho, though, how many BCs does he have? He has 5 of them. It's a scary number, and he's taken this top side base. He didn't kill this base, so herO has that going for him. The worker count for both players is pretty similar. Gumiho is still up in army supply, but it's not nearly as big of a lead as it was earlier. The BCs are 3-3. Actually, these Stalkers are only on 3 attack, 2 armor, and 1 shield, so the BCs out upgraded. Oh, and these BCs are going to find this base without a lot of support. The planetary, though, is going to get taken down. Gumiho not even going to stick around to try to see if he can save that, just leaving it be. All of the BCs showing up here. Yamato's going down all over the place. Probes getting killed. And herO, I mean, this is basically his last mining base. There is not much left anywhere else. And while he has stopped this base from mining, oh, the Mule Hammer. Oh, he needs to go over here. He needs to, but he's not going to. And Gumiho's just going to get away with sucking up so many minerals. And now suddenly this army is caught. herO, I don't think he has a recall. The Stalkers try to get away, but the bio is going to take care of them. The BC's teleporting over here. One of them will go down, but that is a small price to pay for pushing these Archons away from the SCVs. Gumiho is maxed. herO is at 110 supply. He is fighting this out with every scrap he has. This is a scrappy game for herO, but believe me when I tell you, this is not a scrappy game for Gumiho. Can these Archons fit through this gap? I'm not sure. We're not going to find out because they are going to get EMP'd and killed instantaneously. herO's army, it's still here. Oh, but the BC's from the back. The Ghost's getting killed, but I don't think it's going to matter, even with the BCs getting targeted down. Gumiho's just going to have too much stuff. There's no more splash damage to take him out. Hold on. Wait. Never mind. 1 Disruptor Nova, maybe. herO's at 27 army supply, but maybe the 1 Nova can save him. Gumiho is so far ahead. It's actually insane. He's up almost 100 army supply right now. The BC's finishing off these last few Stalkers. There is just no way herO can come back in this game. GG. Gumiho takes the Raset Station. Game number 1. This best of 5. Wow, that map, though, that's a long game. Where are we at? Oh, man, somebody hasn't left the game yet. Leave the game. I want to see the game clock. 25-minute game. That's beautiful. You'll love to see it. I'm going to grab some water. These games have been hard on the voice. They've been so good today. Actually insane. We're getting into game 2 on Alcyone. Be right back. Hard on the voice in the best way possible. I love this kind of casting, man. Just getting so excited. All this excitement happening. Ah, it's so good. Okay. Alcyone map number 2. This is a fun map too. Yeah, it's given us some good stuff. So game number 2 here, spawning in the lower left-hand corner. It is our barcode Protoss herO. And his opponent in the upper right. It is Gumiho. The Gumi God, taking game 1. Man, I feel like Gumiho has had some really sick games and some solid results since we got a new patch. I mean, I really do feel like he just excels in this time when everybody's thinking about what to do, how to take advantage of the maps, what strategies to use. Gumiho's brain just works like that all the time, so he's got so much stuff to look into and so many options. It's been so cool to see him test out some stuff, play around with some stuff. In the KSL as well as in these EPT Cups. I'm sure there's been even more games from him. herO, I haven't seen a lot of that from herO though. So I'm interested in what herO's maybe prepping, planning. So far, it's felt like he's been reacting a lot. But as I say that, there's a pro proxying a pylon out on the map. So I'm over here like, well, you know, herO's been playing it pretty standard, just reacting to his opponent. And he's like, I got you, bro. Second pylon proxy. Easy. Ah, it's beautiful. Okay. All right, herO. Bringing it to Gumiho. What is it? What's it going to be? He's got to wait for this to finish, I guess. Gumiho going for a Reaper expand. The CC is on the high ground. But is he going to scout the Stargate? Oh, herO also mining through here. Could maybe keep the probe safe down here. What is going on over here? We got a big old collider. Whoop! All right, Gumiho finds it. Finds the Stargate. He's working on it. There's a Zealot coming across to keep that Reaper busy. Probe's going to get taken down, but it will plant a second pylon first, just in case. Bunker getting dropped. At the front, Gumiho is prepping. He is preparing. Did they change the bunker build animation? Why does this look different? Does that look different to you guys? Am I crazy? I feel like they changed it. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. It's been known to happen. God, herO, you're such a amazing human being. He's proxying Void Rays. He's proxying Void Rays, guys. I was like, oh, that's a bold spot for an Oracle. No, dude. No Oracle. It's a Void Rays. Oh my God, I love him so much. I mean, Gumiho, he knew. He built the bunker. He's going to go for a Nexus behind it, so herO is not committing to this. I for sure thought he was going to go into Tempest, honestly. Ooh, that Reaper gets away. Gumiho's sneaking out of there. Scan goes down to see that the main base is devoid of pretty much anything. Including, I think he's probably checking for the fleet beacon, right? Seeing if this was, in fact, going to be Tempests, but it's just going to be a few Void Rays. Cyclone is a little bit scary here, unless Prismatic Alignment just takes it down. But with no shield batteries, Void Ray's got to be very careful. Looks like they're going to head home. No? they got to stay out a little bit longer. Gumiho going for a tank. I'm a little surprised to see that. I would have expected more Cyclones. Why not just build Cyclones? Yeah, he tries to take this base and he decides, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. Did he scout the Nexus? He did scout the Nexus. But he knows. He knows there is a base, but herO wants to pressure anyways. herO doesn't care about the fact that he has a base. He's gonna pressure anyways. The siege tank helping out quite a bit. The turret gonna be very good. There's a Phoenix here to lift up one of these tanks, perhaps. But it's not gonna really be able to get there. A lot of anti-air at the moment. Oh, those Void Rays diving in deep. One of them gonna go down. No, it stays alive. Look how fast they are. Oh, that's OP. Another Viking pops out though. Now we'll take him out. Prismatic alignment tries to go down, but oh, these boys need to go in the back. He's gonna get recalled, but oh my god, how did he get out of there? How did that happen? 12 hit points. So close. And Gumiho is gonna be able to take this base. The Adept's gonna try to shade in. They might actually succeed in this. Gumiho. Gumiho. Oh, beautiful close on the supply depots to block these guys in. So Gumiho holds. This is an interesting opening here out of herO, but ultimately, I feel like Gumiho is actually a little bit ahead. Supplies are very similar. herO's pretty supply blocked right now, so he's got to plant a lot of new stuff. It's okay. He's got more pylons coming up, including a proxied one, because, I mean, he's herO. You know, why wouldn't you proxy another pylon? God, hero's such a Chad. Ugh. Now he's got to hold this counter push. The Adepts on the other side of the map trying to be annoying here. Very successfully actually being annoying. Is herO going to be able to hold? He does have charge lots. Charge lots pretty good against siege tanks. And I believe these are non-stim marines. Yep, stim is on the way. Bunker going to go down. Tanks are going to siege up. Whoa, that's a juicy position for the tanks though. With the bunker there. Super shield battery turns on though. herO says, I'm going. And I think I got it, and I kind of agree. He's going to lift one of the tanks. He's just going to target down the other ones, and oh my god. Yep, that was a great victory there for herO, and he sweeps Gumiho's army off the stage without losing almost anything. That was so good. Kills absolutely everything, and now Gumiho's in a ton of trouble. Look at that army supply. All of a sudden, this game was so close, and then I mean, herO just cleans that push up. Gumiho not expecting maybe charge to be done. But charge is done. And herO's pushing. He's got a proxy gate with this. He ain't messing around. Going into a Temple Archives behind it. Looks like he wants to take a base, but I don't know if we're going to get there. A Widowmine hit's actually beautiful. herO does have to back up. Gumiho's holding. I mean, that's not a good trade for herO. But Gumiho's a bit back in this game. He's now only 10 supply behind. Stim is done. Combat Shield's on the way. Gumiho has +1 finished as well, which I don't think there's even a forge right now for herO. So, you know, for a second there, it looked like Gumiho was dead, but he prepped really well. Holds on there, no problem. Kills a few units without really losing much at all, if anything. And now he's right back in the game, and not only that, he is ahead workers. So as herO takes his third base, he needs to get some more probes out, because that is a problem for him. There is no third CC for Gumiho. It's right here, as I say, he puts it down. He knew. He was like just waiting for one of the casters to talk about the lack of third CC. As soon as he heard it, there it goes. The single Widowmine drop at 9 minutes in the game. You never expect it. But is herO watching? Is herO watching his minimap? Uh-oh, herO. Uh-oh, herO. Woo! 7 kills going down. Beautifully done. Nice cheeky Widowmine. Oh, this one's not one Widowmine. That is going to be 3. This time herO is paying attention, but he's still going to lose a few. Speaking of losing workers, though, Storm Drop raining bad weather on the SCVs, and all of this Widowmine damage getting erased. It's both players losing 12 workers. That is actually insane. But the Widowmines aren't done yet. Oh no, herO. A little late to clean that Widowmine up. This one still has a little bit of time left. I think herO will clean it up. Gumiho has found the proxy. He is going to take it down. Now, as the end of the Widowmines, 19 probes going down there. Oh no, he didn't get this one. Oh my god, it's like, where did all this extra probe kills come from? And suddenly, the Storm Drop, as good as it was, isn't enough. Gumiho is ahead 6 workers, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. The middle of this map, so good for the bio against the charge lots. Oh my god, but not against the Storm. They had nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and that Storm is just so juicy. The Ghost Academy feeling so late here for Gumiho. He's been pretty late to it in most of his games against Protoss today, but the quick Storm from herO really punishing him for that. And herO's going to stop this third base from happening for at least a little while. Kill a few of the SCVs here. He's actually trying to target it down. Uh-oh, Gumiho. Gumiho needs to come out here. Oh, but he's got the Storms, eating the Storms. Widowmine's going down, but the Storm's going down. The bad weather for the Terran. Does he have enough? He's pulling the SCVs. He doesn't feel like he can take this fight, but then the SCVs just get stormed. Ooh, I think Gumiho's going to be able to push this back. Are there any more Storms available? Yes, there are. Oh my god, the Storms just crushing Gumiho. 19 workers going down. More probes out on the other side of the map. The worker count is even, but there's just not enough bio here as more units warp in for herO. I think we are going to a tied game 3, as it doesn't feel like Gumiho is going to be able to get enough out. He's lost so many workers. Did the base go down? No, the base stayed alive, but I mean, there's Stalkers and Zealots in his base. There's an Archon in his main. GG, herO ties it up. Oh, close one. It's so hard to tell who's going to win between these guys sometimes. It's just so back and forth, and it can change in an instant. Gumiho today, he's been very good in a lot of ways, but he has been very susceptible to, multiple forms of splash damage. The Storms have really killed him today, but we have seen some big Disruptor Novas as well. Feels like splash damage might be a weakness to exploit for the Protosses. herO needs a moment to break. I'm going to go ahead and sit down for a minute as well. Keep this chair here for a reason. It's particularly useful when I had to work today, so my feet are already tired. Probably could have done with sitting casting today, but actually I am too tired to sit and cast. That's one of the nicest things about standing and commentating is I feel so much less tired. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I had to work all day. But it's been a long day. But standing, it just gives you so much more energy. Been a big fan of it. Hoping these guys don't take too long. herO needed to go to the toilet. That honestly would have been a perfect time because I kind of have to too. But now I feel like it's too late. I'm going to miss the start of the game. I don't want to do that. Man, that new scene transition feels so clunky. It looks all right, but it feels a little clunky. I'll have to work with it. So I think we're gonna get herO versus Steadfast in game 3 here. That's gonna be the game. Oh my god. Screen so far away. Preacher SC. Wow. Thank you so much, Preacher, for hitting that subscribe with Prime button. Spending those Bezos bucks on my channel. I appreciate it. Welcome to the flock. It's not often we get just a brand new tier 1 sub in this channel, considering I stream like once in a blue moon. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. Slamming that subscribe button. Oh no. We actually did get into herO versus Steadfast. We were joking about it. Oh, it's beautiful. Steadfast got the victory screen against herO. Now, you flaunt that one for a while, even if it's not real. I've had a couple of those, actually. You accidentally get into the game and you get the win. We take those. We take those W's. Us casters, we don't get too many wins, you know? Gotta take what we can get. But let's get into the real game now. We had a nice little break there for a minute. Thanks for hanging out. Now we're on Solaris for game 3. We're all tied up. And spawning in the lower left-hand corner, it is herO, who we have confirmed now is scared to play against Steadfast. And I totally understand, you know? It's a lot on the line. Play against a excellent caster who's a pretty decent player. Because if you lose to the commentator as a pro player, that's just you'll never be forgiven. His opponent in the upper right-hand corner, certainly not scared of any of us casters. It is Gumiho. So Solaris, I think this is one of our more, I was going to say more normal maps. It does have these fun fields in the middle. The whole middle of the map is actually kind of interesting. The third base, potential third base or fourth base location also leaves some room for interesting action. The speed zones, we did see them used a lot in the PvP on this map earlier. Interested to see how they interact in the TvP. Could be nice to try to get drops through here, you know? Could work out decently well for those, like an extra boost for a medevac or something. I got so confused. It's like, where is the barracks, actually? What? Did this probe get a kill? Wait, what happened? Did the SCV? Oh my god. The SCV killed the other SCV. That had to be what happened there. I just, for a second, wasn't looking. He tried to get the repair, and I think he accidentally attacked his 5 hit point SCV. Oh no, dude. Poor Gumiho. That poor SCV counted on Gumiho to save him. Well, my commander will take care of me. Look, he's sending an SCV to repair me. Oh god! Oh no! That's how I imagine the SCVs sound. You know, it kind of reminded me of Toad. And now I'm thinking maybe we need like a Mario RTS. Has Nintendo ever made an RTS? I feel like they have some strategy stuff, but we need a Mario RTS. And then you can cheese in that too. Like herO is doing right now, guys. herO's on one base. He is 2-gate roboing Gumiho at the moment. This Cyclone doing a good job, but it is gonna die. Oh, this Stalker is so low. 3 hit points. There's a Widowmine on the way. I don't think Gumiho realizes how dire of a situation this is. There are 2 Adepts coming up. He needs to just cancel the CC. Hopefully he could recognize that soon. The Widowmine is going to get a kill, and actually it's going to splash damage as well. That Widowmine ends up working out really nicely for Gumiho. He needs to cancel this CC, though. I don't think he realizes. Maybe he does with those extra units showing up. There's the cancel. Gumiho replants it up on the high ground. There's still no Nexus for herO. Oh my god, it's a 3rd gateway. Jesus, herO. You're not. This is a PvP build. You're not allowed to do this against the Terran. I think that's illegal. This is wild. Sentries coming across the map now. They could have joined with the Prism, but I guess herO wanted the Prism there sooner. Wanted the Warpins. Gumiho with a couple of Widowmines on the high ground, but with fancy Prism Micro, herO could actually dodge those shots. Well, let's see if he goes for it. All right, well, the fancy Prism Micro didn't work all that well since the splash damage was pretty big, but herO's gonna push up this ramp nonetheless, even though he took some big damage there. SCV's coming out to try to repair or fight. I'm not sure. They're going for the fight option. Oh, but the Prism Micro for herO, it's so good. The tank isn't out yet. The Viking isn't out yet. And he is just going to shuffle these kids back over and over and over again. Marines going down, more SCVs coming out to fight, but 11 have died. The second CC is up, though, and the tank is here. I don't think you can siege this tank up, though. I just don't think there's enough for Gumiho. Oh, he goes for the siege up. Oh, it does get a big blast. But down it goes. The Viking is out. It's going to push the Prism away. But I think even without the Prism here, herO has just gotten too much damage done. Gumiho's down to 8 workers. And I think herO's going to take a quick game. Is he though? Hold on. Landed Viking Micro in the medevac. Pull up now. Gumiho has 2 command centers. Remember, there's no Nexus. herO just has 3 probes down here. But there is no Nexus. So despite the fact that Gumiho is only on 8 workers, he's got 2 CC's worth of worker production. He does have 1 command center worth of mules. I mean, I think Gumiho's still dead, right? If this was an orbital, I would believe. And he's going to morph the orbital. He knows that the second mule is actually more important than the SCV production right now. I don't know, man. He's going to get 1 more tank out. Another Prism is here for herO. herO, I think he might start a Nexus. No, he's just warping more units. Who needs a Nexus, dude? Why the hell would you start a Nexus? He is just going to warp a bunch of Adepts. And you know what this army doesn't do great against right now? It's a bunch of Adepts shading in. Gumiho getting ready for round 2. I don't think he could do it, though. The tank firing on the Adepts. There's just not enough DPS here for Gumiho. They'll warp it on top of the siege tank. And that's just going to be it here. There's no shot for the Gumi God. GG, herO. Goes up 2-1 in this series with, for sure, the cheesiest PvT build I've seen in a long time. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. herO busting out the queso. Bringing it to us. Bringing it to Gumiho. Gumiho was not prepared for that. He was not expecting a one base herO. But that's the beautiful thing about herO is you don't expect the 1 base herO, but you always have to be prepared for the 1 base herO. And I love how herO when he lost a bunch of army but killed a bunch of SCVs, he didn't just take a base and try to macro it out. He was like, build another prism. We're going for round 2. I don't want a base. All right. Game 4 is going to be on Hecate. I like this map. It's an interesting map. Interesting map indeed. Lots of push potential at like the 3rd and 4th bases. Not so much through the natural though. It's a little harder to get in there. Like the natural and main feel a little bit tougher to get to on this map, but the 3rd and 4ths are like, not that that's super different from other maps, but just some interesting attack paths. Let's go ahead and hop on in to game number 4, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Hecate. It is herO. And his opponent in the lower left, it's Gumiho. Here's Gumi. I wonder if how it's actually pronounced. I feel like Hecate isn't right, but I just like saying it. It sounds like I'm saying heck. Ah, heck. Ah, hamburgers. Maybe like Hecate? I don't know. I kind of like Hecate. See if anything cheeky happens this game. So far, nobody proxying at least. We have seen some wild proxies. I do like looking at the doodads. I never solved the conundrum of what the word doodad means, but it's a nice big gnarled tree here. The pink all on the edge of this map is so pretty. The pink with the green, like something about that color combo on here is so nice. Got our cool bridges in the middle of the map. Fancy flowers. I just love admiring some of the map details. Some of these map makers really go all out on the details, and it makes me appreciate it so much more. Like, what do we have down here? Cool little temple doodad hanging out in the trees. Feels very druidic, this map. We're one with nature. The power of nature. The power of nature. It's also just nice. It makes it a pleasure to, get to watch games on this map because it's pretty to look at. We have historically had some maps. Actually, I think this map reminds me a little bit of Glittering Ashes in a way. Just, I don't know, somehow how the bases are set up a little bit. Not super similar, but it feels like it could have similar vibes. Have a narrow path in the middle and then nothing really around it unless you kill rocks. Some similarities. I kind of hated Glittering Ashes though because it was ugly, and this map is super pretty, so shout out to that. Now herO's being very annoying with this. Zealot and the Adept coming forward, and Gumiho is just going to have to deal with that for a little while. Delay on the CC by quite a bit as the second Adept is coming across too. This is very annoying. The Cyclone is out and it will chase these Adepts away. That Adept is going to... Ooh, it escapes? Really? Wow, 4 hit points. Damn. Ooh, Hecate. Or Hecate. Hecate. I like Hecate. Hecate. That's nice. Hecate. That's much better, actually, than Hecate. Hecate. I might go with that. I might go with Hecate. Oracle going to see what's going on, but Gumiho seems pretty well prepared for it. Seem to have a standard macro opening on our hands here. herO getting a couple more gateways up. Triple Adept's going to come in now, and actually this one-shots SCVs. Not anymore, doesn't. Nice defense from Gumiho. And actually doesn't lose anything to kill one of those Adepts and send the other two packing. herO is going to take his third base here in a moment. Gumiho just on the 1-1-1 production for now. No third CC, no follow-up barracks or anything just yet. So he might be going for a push here shortly. Marine's gonna die. The Oracle diving into the main. 3 Oracles actually. Which again, they can just one-tap these SCVs. Cyclone doing its best. The Widowmine does get a kill, but 9 SCVs going down. 2 of those Oracles will get out of there, but that's pretty painful to Gumiho, who I do think was planning on pushing and might have been planning on pulling some SCVs, but he's only got 27 of them right now. It's feeling a little dicey. herO, meanwhile, getting into a group of Stalkers. No blink on these Stalkers, though. They're not nearly as strong as you might think they are. And yeah, Gumiho's heading across the map. Not really pulling any workers with this. He's got 1 SCV. Might try to build a bunker. Ursadak gonna spot this. The Probe, though, for real gonna spot this. Shield battery's not quite done yet. This third base maybe in some trouble. herO not in position to deal with this. And again, no blink. Oh, he's gonna take some big damage. But he wants to try to pick this Marine army apart a little bit, using this shield battery to help him out. And I think this third base is going to be forced to cancel. This is really, really nice for Gumiho. This is exactly the kind of win he needed. Still a big worker lead for herO, but it's a lot of not great mining. Mining does not increase linearly to having more workers on 2 bases. The counterattack from herO. He's going to be able to pick off the Cyclone. He's going to go for the tank. He gets it, but the Viking and a couple Marines helping to push these Stalkers away. Stalkers will win this fight. But the Siege Tank's going to help out quite a bit. And now Gumiho dropping the bunker with that 1 SCV. He's got 2 Siege Tanks here. Oh, the Marines helping to bully away the Phoenixes, as well as the Viking. Oh, no, the Twilight Council. Oh, that's actually huge. He's going to heal it with the shield battery, but yeesh, it's taking some damage. I don't think he's going to be able to finish charge unless he overcharges the shield battery, and he is not going to do that. Down goes charge. herO's going to counterattack again. Bunker is not quite ready yet. The Phoenix is going to lift up the 1 tank. Second tank pops out, but it just gets lifted too. The bunker is done. Some Marines will get in it, but it gets targeted down immediately. Tank lives for now, but not for long. And this counterattack from herO is starting to get a lot of damage done. This attack from Gumiho is annoying. It's not actively doing much. It's going to kill a gateway. Meanwhile, 11 SCVs have gone down. The natural is completely devoid of workers. Gumiho has to let it go for now. And that cannot be a good feeling. He's going to go ahead and drop behind the mineral line, trying to get some damage done. The Phoenixes lift the Viking that was dropped into the natural. Not a combination of things you hear often. Oh, this command center. Oh, this command center. Oh, that might be it if that goes down. Gumiho, he does have another command center, but I mean, it's 3 bases now to the 2 CCs of Gumiho. Stalkers get recalled so they can help defend this. Gumiho has one thing going for him, and it's this little push, and I don't think herO is going to let that live for very long, even with the slow lots. Super shield battery on the right-hand side. GG gets called, and herO will win game number 4. He will win the series, win this week's EPT Cup Americas. Some very sick games there. Fun strategies from both players, and just in general, so cool to see some of these new maps. The Radagast Station, whatever that one was called, Raset Station. Some really fun games today. herO pulling out the builds. Gumiho pulling out some builds. Can't ask for anything more. Thank you guys for hanging out for this one. I hope you enjoyed the matches. This concludes this week's EPT Cup.